Hi everyone, Squiggle Mom here. I just wanted to give you a heads up that we're going to try a daily stream starting today at 4 o'clock, which is a few minutes ago, so I'm a little late. And going until, well, the idea is 5:30, but maybe we'll stop at 5. I'm going to be showing a number of different techniques on mask making. Obviously, I have done this a lot now. And I've come up with what I consider to be the best mask ever, IMHO. You may have seen that video. Here I am now in the Fashion Mask Studio at 419Q in Shoreline Village. And we're going to be working on a number of techniques. There's some videos that I've been asked to make. And so we will start with those. And then I'll go over my current problems that I'm working on. The idea is this. The city of Long Beach would like to have some masks for people so that they can give them away. And this is how I would like to support that effort. I'm working on creating masks and showing people how to make masks, because me as an individual can only make so many masks. But if we share the love, we can make lots of masks together. So I'm going to figure out a collection system for collecting masks to donate, and then we'll do a sprint, right? See how many masks we can make in a week to make good things happen for those who can't afford to buy theirs. If you can afford to buy it, of course, go to the Fashion Masks website, MASQUES, fashionmasks.com. And that is my website that I'm working on with a few other people. So I just wanted to share that with you. But right now, I will share how to prepare and install a nose piece, if I can find a nose piece to prepare, because this is my first day outside of my regular space, and I am not sure I know where those are. My regular space being home, of course. So. Well, that's a good start, isn't it? Right. So we're going to go straight to how to sew in a nose piece. Not just how to prepare it, how to sew it in. And I have a number of nose pieces that I have prepared. And I will just tell you that the preparation involves taking the basic nose piece, cutting a piece off of it, sticking it into the fabric. You want to get a fabric that matches, and then sewing the fabric so that it's all ready to go. And now I'll combine this video with another video that I'm working on, which is the preparation of a mask made of Turkish cotton. So this is Turkish cotton used to make a mask form. And I'm going to be, this one's not ready to go. It's beautiful, right? And this one is sewn pretty sturdily, which is one of my concerns. How sturdy does the sewing need to be? And I finished it. Oh, back to the nose piece. Once you have prepared your nose piece, this is what you've got, right? So you can go anywhere from the full 6 inches to 4 inches, even smaller, 3 inches for a little one. What I do to sew it in is I do this. I bend it so that I know where the center is. And then of course I got white and red thread in there. Okay, you won't know what's underneath the mask anyway. So this is me using red thread on a gray mask. So you basically fit the nose piece and center it on the part you consider to be the center. And then you just sew it there. That doesn't sound great. That's not great. Welcome to the real world, friends. Now we need to get a pair of scissors. Righty-o. Okay. Nose piece. Let me see what's going on here. All right. Let's try that again. Center. Now, I usually fold the ends of the nose piece in and crimp them so that it won't poke out through the fabric. And then I've got this center piece now. So I put the turned piece to the inside or to the outside against the mask, because then for sure it's not going to poke you, right? So that's kind of a big deal. You don't want a pokey fabric piece. So here we go. Yeah, that sounds better. Need a little bit more power on the machine. These are learner machines. Okay. All right. So I think that works. Great. Okay. There. It's not done yet. That's just to put it in place. So now what we're going to do, and this is a little tricky. I do it as a separate step before I stitch the front to the liner. I basically sew it on the soft part along the edge of the mask. Then when I sew the liner in, the nose piece, and I'll have to get a piece to show you soon, the nose piece is 2 wires connected by a piece of plastic. So I basically go through the piece of plastic. At the edge, you're going through 2 pieces of plastic and the layers of your mask. And then you go all the way down, and then you come out at the end. What that means is you have to feel where the nose piece is at all times and go very slowly. The reason is that if you veer off to the left or the right, there's a good chance you'll break your needle, because the needle will hit the wire, and you know, I've broken several so far. So that's kind of the trick right now. I am going to demonstrate how to sew the nose piece. And this is actually different from my regular style. I usually, you know, I'm going to change that thread. This is, I should really be bothered by red thread on a gray mask, right? So, which brings me to the fact that the other side is white, or actually tan. So now I'm going to show you how to wind a bobbin. Okay. So we get a bobbin, an empty bobbin, and that's what this is called, folks, for you who are beginners. And I know I don't all have the same level of person watching here. So if you have a question or something like that, I am able to see the live chat on this channel and I can answer a question, and I'm happy to do that. This is an experiment today. I may not always want to do that, but right now I'm here by myself and I don't know if there's anybody watching it, so I'll be very happy to have you ask a question and to do practically a one-on-one with you. So we're using lots of thread these days because I'm sewing tons. I actually have almost finished my first white one. And so this is like probably 5,000 yards of thread. And I'm actually working on more than one at the same time. So I'm using lots of thread. And with this Turkish cotton, you'll see, I'm going to show you a close-up when we get closer to it. And I will show you what the Turkish cotton is, what the concerns are with it. But first, we're going to do the nose piece. Okay. And then for those of you who come in later, I will be doing I'm putting it here, and this is my trick, okay? It's too big for the thread holder because it's meant for a serger. And I just put it backwards, which means that it's a little heavy on the roll, but it helps for it to not be bouncing all over the place. I know there are better ways to do this. I just haven't gotten to it. At home, I have kind of a little hacky thing that I'm hoping to make. One for here, one or more for here also. But for right now, this is what we got. So streaming from here, and then sometimes, especially during the summer, the plan is to stream from the village courtyard, which is down outside the studio and about 50 yards to my left, 50, maybe 50 feet. It's not that far. It's like, great. So now we have wound our bobbin. You didn't see that, right? Because I see it's out of the screen. Anyway, great. Now we are going back to stitching. This is how inefficient my sewing is. So this is obviously going to need to match to the curve. So, and the Turkish cotton is very forgiving on the adjustment because it's a loose weave, right? So here I am. So I match it. And then I could double stitch it if I want, do a little back stitch. It's kind of a nice thing to do. And then this is the trick. Oh, you need to see. Then I pull this over because the cup, it has a curve at the top. So I wanted to, when I decide to form the nose piece, I wanted to be able to form and the nose piece to be a nice solid fit. So I bring the edge, this is going to be interesting, of the fabric up to the straight edge, the curved edge of the fabric up to the straight edge of the nose piece. And then I keep going, but always feeling to see where the nose piece is so that I hit the fabric that's sewn around it and not the fabric that's sewn around it and not the nose piece itself. because that's not the time for that. Okay, so this is what we got. You see it's all straight, but now when we curve it, whoopee, right? We got a little standing thing. It's got its own structure to it. So now that is the end of sewing the nose piece to the mask. I'm going to take a break, so we'll have a different video, but I'm going to come back right away and talk about sewing Turkish cotton. Okay, so I'm going to end this stream. And